Right, nice. So we need to be able to list out the first four terms, right? So the first term is 2, and then we keep adding 5. All right? So we're going to get something like that. Okay? And then I ask for the 10th term. So we're going to use the formula to find any of the terms, A by n minus 1 by d. Right? A is 2, n is 10, and d is 5. Okay? So that's 2 by 9 by 5. That's what? 47. Everybody get that? Yeah? So we know all the terms, right? Everybody okay with that? Right? When you're messaging, remember to message the host, right? I'll just change the name so you right message me, right? Okay, nice. So that was for the AP. Now for the GP. The GP had first term 10, common ratio a half, right? So the first term 10, and then they keep multiplying it by a half, right? 10 by a half will give us 5, 5 by a half, 2.5, 2.5 by a half, 1.25. Okay, so those are the first 4 terms and 10 term. We're using the general formula, A multiplied by R to the n minus 1. So A is 10, R is a half by 10 minus 1. Okay, then you work it out, you'll get 10 by a half to the power of 9, which is how much? Give me the decimal. Right here. 5 over 256. 5 over 256. Anybody else got that? Anybody else online got that? Yeah, Aidan, you got that? Nice. Elizabeth, you got that? Very good. Jason, you all got that? Megan? Okay, so this is basically what we did last day, right? Tishon, I know you missed the last day, right? But all we're doing for AP is adding the, and for GP we multiplying R. And these are the formulas to find any term, so you don't have to list out all. Right, Tishon? So you don't have to list out all, you can just find the specific term that you need. Okay? All right. Let's try one more like this before I make it a little more complicated. Right? So remember, you have to be able to find these terms, right? So again, I given you for AP. Right, for AP, take the first term as 150 and the common difference as 72. All I would like you to do is find 20th term. Find the 20th term. Right, all you have to message is the value you get, right? Good job, Annalie. Right, remember when you're messaging, message the host, right? Phoenicia, nice. Jason, nice. Elizabeth, check it back one more time, Elizabeth. So got it. Just check it back one more time in the calculator, right? You need to right through. You got to pick up that phone, man. So remember the formula is A plus N minus 1D. So that'll be 150, right? So very good. 150 by 20 minus 1 by D. What you got, Tishon? Okay, I'm sorry again. What? How much you get? Huh? Okay. And? 6? Check it back one more time and see. Just plug it in the calculator, Tishon. What you get? 1580. Right? So it's 150 plus 19 by 72, right? So just make sure you're putting it properly in a calculator, right? Put this whole thing as 1. That multiplication as 1. Get it, Sean. Oiga? Check it back. Check it back. All right, so nice. 15, 18. That's how we got, right? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to give you the same thing. I'm going to give you a sequence. You have to figure, in fact, I'll tell you it's an AP. Sometimes they'll give you a sequence and you have to figure out if the sequence is AP or GP. Then you have to figure out what is A and what is R or A and D. And then you have to go and find the unknown term. Okay? So I'm going to change it up a little bit. So for this one here, I will tell you it's an AP, right? For the AP, let's say I gave you an AP, minus 2, 1, 4. I would like you to find the 8th term. Okay, so take a look at it here. Suppose I did not tell you was an AP. What you're looking for? What you're going to look for? Suppose I gave you a sequence. I'll give you a few more values, like 5 values. How you will know if it's an AP or GP? How? I guess. Right? So look at the values. Look at the values and see if they're increasing by a common difference or see if they're changing by a common ratio. Okay? Sometimes they subtract, sometimes they divide. So I'll show you one in a little while. This example I told you is an AP. So all you have to do is figure out what is A and what is D. Right? Morning. Watch it good, right? What is A and what is D? What's A here, Fandina? A is minus 2. And D looks like what? What's the value we add in to go from minus 2 to 1? 3. Very good. Very good, Annalie. Right? The value is 3. So now that we know A and D, we can easily find the 8th term. Right? Go ahead. Find the 8th term. Hamlet again, should I? Who else not sending me any answers? Chloe, you okay? Megan send me something severe, so just Hamlet. Oh, it's an answer last week. Okay. Chloe. You finish already? What you get this time? What you get? Sound better. All these teenage glasses. They have a white fit. Where's the other tie? So you don't get it separately to buy. All right, so let's check it out again. All right, good job, Elizabeth, Severe, Aidan, Jason, Annalie, Renisha. Very good. We're just waiting on Hamlet and Chloe. All right, so same formula, right? A plus N minus 1D. Anybody confused with how to use the formula? You know what A is, you know what D is, and N is 8. So that'll be minus 2 plus, correct, Megan? Minus 2 plus 8 minus 1 by D. D is 3. So that'll be minus 2 plus 21, which is 19. Nice, clear. So just Hamlet now. Right, next one. Copy down. Let's go again. Right, this time I'm not telling you anything. Let's see if we can figure out if it's an AP or GP. Right, they want you to find the 15 term. Right, so to figure out if it's an AP, we are going to look firstly for D. Right, and if it's a GP, we're going to try to find R. All right, so here's what we're going to do. And you have to do it for more than one term, right? To get the common difference, you're minusing 2 consecutive terms. So you minus the 6 and the 2, you gain 4. Then you minus 10 and the 6, you gain 4. Once the answers are the same, it means that we get D. Okay? Let's just try if it were R. R is dividing 6 on 2, which is 6 on 2 is 3, right? And then divide 10 on 6, right? And we get what? 5 over 3, right? Yeah, so again, like 1.67. They are not equal. So therefore, no R, no common ratio. You're seeing that? So it has to work for more than 2. So therefore, we know it's an AP. Online, are you okay with that? You're okay with that? So once we know it's an AP now, try and find the 15 term. You okay with what to do? You divide 2 consecutive terms, right? Okay. All right, so that will be A, which is 2, plus 15 minus 1 by D, which is 4. Right? Answer looks like 58. Good try, Hamlet. Check it back again. 58? Yeah? Hamlet, sorry, mistake. But you okay with that? So sometimes you need to be able to work backwards, right? Sometimes you need to be able to figure it out and then work it out, right? Copy down. Let's try next one. What you all got? AP or GP? What you got, Elizabeth? AP or GP? Elizabeth said GP. Correct? Yeah? Let's make sure R 64 divided by 128. That looks like a half. Then check it again. 32 divided by 64 as a half. Right? Now to find 10 term will be A by R to the n minus 1. Right? So that's 128 by a half to the power of 9. Right? Very good. Tishon, we all got a quarter. Quarter. Nice. Good job. Anybody confused online? Everybody okay? Everybody good? All right. So could you write it as a decimal? Yeah, that's fine. Decimal could work. All right. So I want to make it a little bit harder. I want to make it a little bit harder. Small amount. Right? Um, I'm gonna make it a little bit harder. Actually, take one more like that. Take one more like that. Try that last one like that. Right? So from what I see is the AP, right? All right. Let's see how this one. Right. So we reaching to a point where it will become a little more challenging. You'll have I wouldn't give it consecutive terms to figure out A and D, right? I could miss out a term and you have to figure out A and D. Right. So you would have recognized it's an AP, right? Where the common difference is 1.4 minus 1.7 minus 0.3 or 1.1 minus 1.4 minus 0.3. So we recognize it's an AP, and the 12th term will be 1.7 plus n minus 1 by d. D is minus 0.3, and most people got minus 1.6. Yeah, minus 1.6. Right? Think about it. If you keep decreasing minus 0.3, at some point it will become negative, right? The value should be smaller. Right, Jason? All right. So I want to leave you on your own with this one, right? I am going to give you the first term, but I'm not giving you the second and third term. I'm giving you like the ninth term. I want you to figure out how to get D. Right? There's an easy way and there's a long way. Right? And if you figure out how to get D, then I'll ask you for unknown term. Okay? So I'm not giving you consecutive terms anymore. I'm going to give you terms a little bit lower down. All right, so let's try this one here. So if the first term of an AP is 5 and the ninth term is 25, find D and the 15th term. Take your time. I'll give you some time with that. Think about it. There's a long way and a short way. Do anyone you want. I will show you the short way after, right? what you all get. Right, that's what I want to see. This one is still close. Right, go ahead. I want to move it up. Go right ahead. Right, go ahead. I just want to see how you work it out, right? All right, so let's see what you came up with, right? All right, nice. So here's what I will do. The first thing I will do is write down what the question gave me, right? The question told me that A is 5. The question told me it's an AP as well, right? The question also said that the 9th term is equal to 25. So how do I write the 9th term? The 9th term will be A plus N minus 1 by D. The 9th term is 25. We know A is 5, N is 9. And we want to solve for D. All right? So that this will be 25 is equal to 5 plus 8D. Right? So you kind of figured it out a little bit, right? So carry across the 5, you'll get 25 minus 5 is equal to 8D. 20 is equal to 8D. So D is equal to 20 divided by 8. That's okay? So that's the way I really wanted you to try to figure it out. How much is that? 2.5? Yeah? 2.5. Okay? So now we could go right ahead. Now we could go right ahead and find the 15th term. Okay? Calculate. Hi, it's Nicholas. Okay. right? So nice. So the 15 terms, see what I did? And these are the steps I want you to learn in doing any ADMAT question. Write down what you have and see what relationship or formula that you learn you could apply, then solve. Sometimes it's one unknown, sometimes it's two unknowns. All right. If it's one unknown, you will get one equation. If it's two unknowns, you will get two equations, right? Those are principles I want you to make sure you understand and learn, right? So yeah, A was 5, 15 minus 1 by 2.5. How much is that? Oh, how much is that? 40? Oh, you finished long time. Sorry, Tishon, I'm keeping you back. Are you okay? Right, we keep him back to Sean, so let's go again. Right? To Sean say he finished long time. Right, let me give you one more like this. You know, I gotta just walk around and I can use it on. Right? Don't move it, just use it right there. All right, next one. All right, so here's what I'm giving you 4 and AP. I am going to give you the fourth term. Yeah, next AP to Sean. I'm going to add GP that's now. 4 and AP. The fourth term is 13. And the fourth term is 13. And the 10th term is 31. Right? I want you to find the first term, the common difference, and the 20th term. This one's a lot more work because you have to solve simultaneously. Okay? This one's a lot more work because you're going to have to solve simultaneously, right? But have fun, Nathan. Right, Tishon, I give you one. I give you a nice one here, Tishon. Yeah? It have more in the corner there. What's that? Sorry. right? So I want to make sure you have the right equations, right? So T4 is 13. So that'll be A plus N minus 1, which will be 3D. So your first equation is A plus 3D is 13. That's equation 1. You all have that? Right? Then your second equation, wait, Tishon done already, wait. Tishon in playing, boy. Very good. And then the 10th term is 31, right? The 10th term is 31, which is equal to A plus 90, right? So your equation 2 is A plus 90 is 31. Do your thing, solve it quickly. Tell me what you get for AD and 20 or 2. Are you okay with that? How I got those two equations? Let's just solve it. I'll give you a 2 minute. Right? And we'll start it. Solve simultaneously. Do it A something. Substitution is the best habit. But the easiest one here was the best habit to pick up. Right, let's just check it out. I like to stick to substitution method, although elimination could work, right? So from equation 1, I got A to be 13 minus 3D. This is my equation 3 now. I am going to substitute equation 3 in equation 2. So I'll get 13 minus 3D plus 9D is 31. Bring all the like terms together. 3D plus 9D is 31 minus 13. So this is 6D. 6D is equal to 31 minus 13, which is 7, 8, 18. So D is equal to 3. Everybody got that? D is 3. So now A is equal to 13 minus 3 by 3, which is 13 minus 9, which is 4. Right? And then find T20. T20 is equal to, right? T20 is equal to A plus N minus 1 by D. How much is that? What is that? 61? 61. Good. That's it. All right. And the reason I stick to the substitution method is that when you do a GP, it's be a little bit more challenging. Elimination won't work. All right. One more, and then we're going to change it topic a little bit. Well, sorry, add on to topic. Online, anybody confused? Or the handwriting looking better? I'll try for the last 3 lines. Looking the same way. Right, let us try a GP. Anybody writing online? Right, everybody okay? Tishon, you okay? Jason, nice. Somebody missing. Somebody. I feel it's Chloe. No, Chloe sent something. Severe. That is the person that missed it. Severe. We check back here on Severe. Severe sent the answers long time. Nobody writing, right? All right. Let's go again for GP now. For GP, the second term is 1 over 18. And the fifth term is 4 over 243. Find A, R, and AR and the third term. Find AR and the third term. I'm going to try it now, right? Ready? Right? Since you have the results, but hey, Jose, since all you have the results, or like start the random process lab one time. Right? So let's just check out the equations. T2 is 1 over 18 by AR to the 2 minus 1. So AR is equal to 1 on 18. Right? That's the first equation. If you want, you can make A the subject. It's up to you. And then the fifth term is equal to 4 over 243, which is AR to the 5 minus 1, which means AR to the 4th is 4 over 243. Right? Are we solving that now? Problems? Right? We have an easy way to do it, and there's a next way. I'll show you what way to show you first, boy. I'm going to show you the easy one time. Take equation 2 and divide it by equation 1. So take the entire equation and divide it by itself. So take AR4 is equal to 4 on 243 and divided by AR is equal to 1 over 18. Put that in the calculator. This will cancel. R to the 4th divided by R will give you R cubed. Put this in the calculator and tell me what you get, please. Oh, I get it right here. That's what I was looking for. I got 8 over 27. Yeah? So now we have to find R. R is the cube root of 8 over 27. Right? Which is how much? 2 over 3. Beautiful. 2 over 3. So we know R, find A, and then find the third term. Any questions online? Remember, if you wanted, you could have also done this. You could have made A the subject of the formula, which is 1 on 18 divided by R, and then substitute that right here. You'd have gotten the same thing. Okay? So although you get your fractions, and if you find the fractions confusing, you convert to decimal and work with it. All right? Right, work out A, please. Do the last part, work out A. All right, work out A and the third term. All right, Elizabeth got A to be 1 on 12. That's correct. And the third term is what? 118 by 2/3. 1 on 27. Yeah. Nathan got that, so that had to be correct. Had to be correct. Had to be correct. Right, Hamlet, so you wanted a GPN again, right? All right, take a little 5-minute break and then we do some more, right? I'll give you our next GP again. All right, let's try one more. Oh, wait, no, you're on your break. Sorry. You have 5 minutes break. 3 minutes now. 2 enter it. You done again, right? So, comment ça? All right, let's go again. So I want to give you one more as a GP. Right? I want to give you one more as a GP, right? So could you explain how we what? How we A is from? How we got A? Oh, sorry. How we got A? I think I still have it up there. Hold on. Oh, how we got A? I went back here. I went back right here, and I said that A is equal to 1 over 18 divided by R. So I took 1 over 18 and I divided by this R here. Right? And we got 1 over 12. That's okay? Yeah? That's okay? All right. All right, let's go again. All right, so 8x, y, 27 are 4 consecutive terms of a GP, right? See if you could find x and y, right? Listen again, it's 4 consecutive terms, right? This one a little tricky. Let's see if we can find x and y. Right. So the question said that there are 4 consecutive terms. All right. So you have to be careful, right? So I want you to think about this. The question didn't say 8 is the first term, huh? It didn't say 8 is the first term, but it could work. If you treat A as the 8 as the first term, it might still work out, right? But they didn't specify the consecutive terms. So here we could do, right? One of the things that we could do is that the first term that we see in there is 8. So x have to be what? 8 multiplied by r, and correct? And what would y be? Y would be 8 by r again. That's r squared. What would 27 be? 27 will be 8 by r squared by r, which is r cubed. That's okay? It's very similar to what you would have done with it's very similar to what you would if you had say 8 is 8, right? 8 is the first term, x is second term. That could work as well, right? But the question didn't say that was the first term, but it could work, right? But we know for sure x is 8r, y is 8r squared, and 27 is 8r cubed. See if you could use that now to find x and y. See if you could use that to find x and y. Right, message answers. I've won so far. All right, so from this equation here, we should be able to find r. R cubed is 27 over 8. R is the cube root of 27 over 8. I got 3 and 2. Right? So therefore, x is 8 by 3 on 2, which is 12. Y is 8 by 3 on 2 squared, which is how much will I get? 18? 18. Right? So x is 12 and y is 18. Okay? Right. So that gives us an idea of how to work with different terms, right? So far we've been using the sequences part of APs and GPs. Now we're going to the serial part where we're adding them up. Okay? Right? Online, are you okay there? Severe? Megan, Chloe, Aiden, are you okay? All right. So we finished with the sequence part. Now we go into the summation part. We're going to add up consecutive terms. All right. Right. I'll focus on AP first. Right. Let's focus on APs first, right? So sum of the first n terms of an AP. So if we have an AP with first term A, if we have an AP with the first term A and common difference D, then the sum of the first n terms is given by s to the n is equal to n over 2 by 2a plus n minus 1t. All right, or s to the n is n over 2 by a plus l. Right, l is the last term. Okay. All right, so for AP, we're going to use those two formulae now. You have to get two more to learn. But you can only use the second formula if you have the last term, right? So if you don't have the last term, well, you can't use it. Changing it, right? Yeah. So let's try an example here just to make sure it works, right? All right. So if we have this AP here, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, right? Let's see if we can find sum of the first 5 terms, right? Called S5. Let's see if we can find S5, right? What's the first term here and the common difference here? First term is what? First term is 5, nice. And the common difference is 2. Okay? So let's do the long way. Add up all this number, please. What's the sum here? Sum here is how much? 45, right? So now let's use the right? So the sum is 45. Now let's use the formula S5. Right? Try and use the formula n over 2 by 2a plus n minus 1 by z. Let's see if we get the same thing, and then we'll use the next formula as well. Right? N over 2 by a plus l. L is 13, right? Let's see if both of them giving us the same answer. Same answer, yeah. Trio said same answer so far. Check it and make sure. Right? Nice. So the first one is 45 and the second is 45. Everybody okay with that? Right? So the formula works. It works, right? So you want to be able to use it quickly. Tishon, you there still? Severe? Renisha, are you okay? All right, try this example here. Find the sum. Find the sum of the integers from 12 to 55. Find the sum of the integers from 12 to 55. You have to include 12 and 55, right? Include them as well. Inclusive. Right, let me put inclusive. Please do write them all in the calculator. Right? Try to use the formula and work it out. Right? The integers from 12 to 55, find the sum. So you do the first term and you do the last term. There's a problem there. You don't know something. How we going to find that out? Right? Use the right formula. You have to figure out something you have to figure out. We had to figure out. You have A and you have L. So what we need again? N. N. Well, you know what D is? One, right? You have to figure out N. How many two do you have? All right, so we know A and we know L. All right, we know A and we know L. Right, but the problem is we don't know N. So how many integers are there between 12 and 55? Right? So what we'll have to do is subtract 55 and 12, and you're going to get what? You will get what? 43. Right, but the problem is when you do that, you're ignoring one of the numbers. Right? So you have to add on one more. So it's really 44 is equal to N. Okay? Right? One of the ways that you could do it, one of the ways you can check it is check a small amount. So check numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many numbers do you have there? 5, right? But if you subtract 5 and 1, you're going to get 4. So it means that you're leaving out one of the values. Okay? So the answer is N is 44. Now we could use the formula. S44 is equal to 44 and 2 by A plus L. How much is that? 1474. Nice. 1474. Okay? So that's the way you work it out. Right? Next day, we'll make it a little harder. How I can make it harder before we go? How I can make the question harder? How I can make it harder? Would it be harder if I give you the sum, give you the first term, right, and make it final, right? So I could change it up. Or I could make it find A and L, make it get two equations and solve, right? Okay? That's why it's important that we could manipulate, make subject of the formula, right? Make sure I could do those things. All right, so nice. So that wasn't bad, right? So next day we're moving on with GPs and then bring it all together, right? Into worded problems.